who's not going to go along with this. And that's most of the dialogue is them trying to convince her, that it's okay to kill me, that I'm evil, or that I'm retarded, or that it just doesn't matter anymore because they've hurt me so bad already that I'm sick and they need to finish it off. It's real false flag because it's fine without this, but yeah, I mean, this does hurt me so bad that I'm not only sick, it feels like I'm dying sometimes. So they actually use even that as a justification to go ahead and kill me. It's like, oh, well, he's sick now. It's nobody cares anymore. My parents don't know. I'm pretty sure they're being remote neural monitored, and they don't know that, and they don't know what's happening to me. My mom kind of has an idea that something is going on, but she doesn't know the scope of it or the seriousness of it. So this guy on the V2K will say, nobody cares about him. Like, nobody cares about him. We can do this. Nobody cares anymore. And he'll lie and he'll say that he doesn't care anymore. And I realize that he never cared. This guy has no conscience. He is a murderer. And as long as he can get away with it, he's fine with it. But he'll tell that lie that he doesn't care anymore because he's tired. He's like, I'm tired. I just don't care anymore. And I guess that's supposed to make his wife feel better, which none of it does. She's a normal person, and all the people that I'm talking to on these videos, y'all are normal people. You understand that somebody going, it's okay, we can murder this guy, nobody cares, we're hiding it. It's not very comforting, and it will never be comforting. So that's kind of the situation as it stands. But the defenses do help. I just have to keep up with it. Like, if you have the CD, and I'm not sure, the longer I use it, I might find out that, I don't have to do that much upkeep. But right now, they're really trying to push back. When I use that CD, the times that I'm not using the CD, they can still target me, and they're really trying to get that entrainment back in. So I've got to do the upkeep now. I'm not no telling though. A little bit in the future, I've been using it for about 3 weeks. And a little bit in the future, it might stick, and I may not have to do as much upkeep. Maybe just listen to it at night. And they're hitting me like in the left neck, like right in the middle of the neck, kind of to choke me. But yeah, I mean, it is a military like false flag where they're murdering me, killing me during the night, trying to get past my defenses, and it's very cold-blooded. And they've already spent so much money, experimenting on me and getting all the vehiculars off me and everything, that it's not even a question for the guy who's doing it. They've spent too much money, and he's just like, I'm tired. The only option for him is to get it done. There's no option for him where he lets me go. I hear that like on the V2K and with everything that they do. There is no option just to let me go. And I'm not doing anything wrong. And, so I was kind of talking to another target individual yesterday, and, we were talking about it, and it's just like, there is no other option but to increase awareness, to fight this, to get defenses, because it's like, if you sit there and you're waiting for it to end, you'll kind of be waiting forever, But so that's kind of where it stands now. I'm gonna try and get close to the street to see if I've seen a lot of exterminators today, and a couple of one-light cars going to the post office. Ooh, I'm really out of breath, guys. This is kind of good to kind of sweat everything out, and there's not any chemtrails today, so I don't have to really worry about that. I kind of went out the other day with a lot of chemtrails, and I felt really sick afterwards. The hit seemed a lot harder with the directed energy. But, I keep listening to the CD, and that keeps working. And I just got a 630 pull magnet. So basically, I put that on my left ear. I just try and lay on it on my left ear, and it has helped a little bit. Looking back on my targeting, I think I was hit remotely, when nobody was by me. So it was a long time before they got right by me in an apartment. So I do think when I was younger, I had Crohn's disease, a lot of dental work, and I do think I have, you know, an implant in my body somewhere. And I'm guessing, probably about 90% of surety that it's, you know, it's around my left jaw. So I'm just going to keep on using that magnet, you know, and try and deactivate it. When I do use the magnet, I notice that the high-pitched sound will be, it'll skip. It'll kind of be like, it'll kind of crackle, and it sounds different. So whatever I'm doing is, it's not totally deactivating it, but it's messing it up. I'm trying to think what else is going on. So out of breath. They're hitting me right in the middle of the chest. Probably go to the comic book store now. Oh, I should have gone to the bank. I think I have enough money. I'll go check tomorrow, because I'm tired of walking down that way. But like I said, last night was a great call by Ella. You know, still people perping TalkShoe. And what one of the guys found out is that it's people with like administrative, basically administrative rights. So they basically work for TalkShoe, doing something on the calls, and so they can get on there without you knowing. But it's weird because they get on the target individuals calls and they perp them. So, you know, we're all wondering who bought TalkShoe, because it's really the main place that that target individuals, you know, group up on calls. We're thinking about you know, some other options and other conference call lines, so we'll keep it going no matter what. And sometimes you just got to deal with some of the, you know, the people doing all the kind of perping. Ooh, excuse the short-windedness, guys. I'm gonna take a drink of my energy drink. I really need to be drinking more water. You know, also after the chemtrails, I did a baking soda and Epsom salt bath. And I'm gonna try and get some apple cider vinegar and, you know, bathe in that, just to make sure that I detoxify. Somebody on Mike's call last night, and I know her name, but I just won't say it. I'm not sure if she wants me to say it, but she was given a lot of good ideas. She said that some kind of thing for baby rashes, it has a lot of zinc in it, and it can block a lot of the radar. So you can go to the dollar store and get, it's like a baby cream for baby rashes. Here's a one light. I'll stop and get this one light. Gray truck right there. I'll kind of focus on getting a little bit more vehicular stalking since I'm out here. I'm at about 23 minutes. I'll just make it an hour-long video. I don't know. I guess I did want to say something about it. There's a guy who, well, I don't know. It's kind of dumb. There's a guy who did a YouTube video, and I think he is a TI, but another TI, you know, another TI made me aware of it, and then she told me that basically her name and my name were used on his videos, and not in a positive way. Like, he was saying that we were somehow, you know, misinformation agents or something like that. You know, and he had a voice modification, like where his voice real deep. And you know, what I told her is, I just said, you know, I think it's just a TI who's, you know, maybe doesn't know who to trust. So I kind of just wanted to mention that, and I can't think of the name of the channel, but yeah, I really do think he's a TI. So I kind of want to, you know, if somebody wants to put his video up, link to it, you know, I wouldn't really mind that. I might look for it and put it up. But you know, we do, like, STIs, we do get paranoid, and you know, we don't know who to trust. So it's not that big of a deal to me, you know, because I've actually had some TIs who, you know, they say I can't be real because I've stayed consistent with my videos, and they say the only real TIs out there, you know, do not talk, and their attackers don't let them talk or anything like that. And I just have to say that's, you know, we can't have that way of thinking. We have to have successful TIs. You know, I push through, I get hurt a lot. They try and stop my videos on the phone. It takes me 2 days to upload a video, you know, to YouTube, like a full-length video, if I can even get it on. So I just try and work through that, and don't let them stop me, you know. But I kind of understand that it's hard to trust. You know, it's hard to trust people because we've been hurt by people who, they look normal in society, but they're complete traitors. You know, a lot of them are, you know, murdering citizens and torturing them. So, you know, it lends itself to having a healthy bit of paranoia, but sometimes that can kind of go overboard into really thinking that, you know, a lot of TIs that are helping are doing it for some kind of, you know, counterintelligence reason, trying to gain trust in the community and whatnot. You know, I don't know what to say about that. I'll tell you all my philosophy on it. My philosophy is to guard myself as much as I can, you know, tell people to use my email, you know, meet up with them, kind of feel them out before I meet them. And then, you know, like on conference calls or within the community, we've got to just push forward. You know, if somebody is doing good work and it looks like they're doing good work for the community, you know, you can't question everything about them. We have to move forward, and we can't nitpick at each other. We can't do witch hunts, because witch hunts are why we're targeted in the first place. Like, I've had so many lies told about me, you know, by regular citizens and this guy who's attacking me. If we do that in the community, I mean, if we start all these witch hunts in the community, we're doing the exact thing of why we're in the community. Like, why we're being, you know, tortured and harassed every day. Those are all witch hunts, you know. Let's see, about 30 minutes. I got 20% battery. Might just let the battery die, guys. Let the battery go out. Just kind of see if I can get any more vehicular stalking. Kind of a lot more going to the post office. I guess he did kind of pull off when I pulled my camera off, which is a good thing, you know. You take your camera out and you do a couple of videos, and they might kind of back off a little bit. You know, deterrence or getting it on tape are both good things. So I'm not gonna shake a stick at it. Ooh, gosh, it's so hot out here. Like, I'm in Louisiana. It's about, I think it's about 11 in the morning, and it's hot and humid. I'm sweating. It's really horrible for these Q-Wave defenders. I have about 12 on my body, so I have a lot of them. I have like, you know, basically 10 up around my chest and my shoulders. When I go out and I get sweaty, they get sweaty. So that's not the reason they're stopping, though. I've got those little, I've got these little guards on them so that they're tamper-proof, and so that kind of guards the sweat from getting to the little screws in them. You know, somebody emailed me, and they were asking if they should get one of those. I would definitely recommend, you know, getting Dave CD, getting in touch with me to get that, because that makes a huge difference. And the Q-Wave defenders do work. They really do. Like, they have the Schumann resonance, solfeggio waves, and then scalar waves, which I'm not sure what the scalar waves do, but I know all of that creates a field around you. And so using 12, it's really helped. If 2 of them go out, I will start to feel so hot from the microwaves. And they found different, like, you know, infrasound and ultrasound to kind of things that do still bother me, or get the V2K through. But a lot of the really, really bad, you know, burning, like the burning or microwaves, you know, are stabilized by the Q-Wave defenders. It's just, I've had to climb up with this guy. You know, I've had to start out with like 2, and then he would, you know, he would increase the amperage. or the amplitude on the frequencies that he was shooting me